Good day, everybody. Brian here from quantlabsnet.com. I'm going to show you this Bitcoin scalper. This is using a mean reverting strategy. So I've already kind of talked about that in a previous video. So this is an example of it. It's a Python script. So let me show you as it runs. And right here, it's running. So I said it's a Python. There's a test mode. You can run this live using the CCXT Python package. We'll get into that in a minute. You can see what it's doing. It's setting limits, orders on Bitcoin as we sit, and it's using mean reverting, and it's kind of using a scalper technique. So performance, I don't know if it's working, whatnot. It's just an example of a Python script that can do this sort of thing. You could apply using AI for other instruments, namely if it's on the CME, a future option contract. I haven't tested it yet, but I have generated code for interactive brokers with TWS as well. So we're getting there. But as I said, I want to keep showing you these techniques. These are for only demonstration purposes, but this came up, so I thought I'd just show it to you using again scalping. So let me just show you our. So we have here 4 files. I'll show you the README file, but we also have a log file and a Python file as well. So while I'm here, let's see if I can show you that scalping bot. Okay, so let me just show you the output of it. Okay, so here's the output. So it'll log all activity in the console and a log file, Bitcoin scalper.log. It'll save the data to a JSON file, Bitcoin scalper trades.json. They'll display the performance statistics every 5 minutes, and you can show statistics when stopping, and you can do the stop in the box using the Control C. Also, there's different ways to trade here running it with Python. So you can just run it in test mode for 1 hour automatically. I believe right here you can run the Python Bitcoin scalper for, let's say, 1800 minutes, or is that 1800 seconds for 30 minutes. You could run it live as well. You would need, now I need to remind you, I do have a course on building out older Python crypto trading bots. It's pretty old. It may be obsolete, but you could still probably go through it and look at the code because it does use the CCXT, um, which is pretty well does all the plumbing for you in Python if you want to connect to a universal selection of Python exchanges out there. So in there, you probably need your API key and secret key. I've done this with Coinbase and Kraken in the past with their APIs. There may be an update needed as well. But again, this is just to showcase you the power of what's out there. And again, the risks is really important to know. You don't want to use live mode until you thoroughly test this thing. Again, I've shown you where to get the code, and you can modify to your heart's content. This is the basis, and it helps you understand the risks. I think maybe another time I might create a similar Python scalper for anything that runs on CME, and that would again include Bitcoin and Ethereum, and more importantly, it's mean reverting, which means it should be able to run in any market condition, even if you have what you call a random walk, you may call range bound. So these kind of bots would be useful for that if you want to trade all the time in crypto, be it Bitcoin or Ethereum for now. So again, there's that. When Bitcoin ran up from 17K to about 60K in in its heyday back when was it 2020, a number of years ago. I had another similar bot which I ran on Kraken in a futures market, and again, this is all theoretical synthetic profit. But it started when the Bitcoin value was 17K and it ran up in that short period of time almost four times uh, over 3, 4 months. That bot virtually made profit of up to from 17K up to $1.4 million in that short amount of time, virtually. But it was trading a lot. And that profit was after it's about 25% in trading fees. So you can do this, and potential's there. Once you get a working bot in whatever exchange, whatever crypto coin that's moving. But again, demonstration. All right, so let's take a look at the output of this bot here. So we've got two things here. So why don't we look at the JSON file first and just see what the trades are like. Ba, 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 ba. I use Sublime just so those that know. Um, so here is the JSON file. So again, today is May 6th. We are on around 12:51 p.m. So this bot's been running for an hour. So you can see here it's losing money right now. Uh, Size of zero point zero zero 0.001 Bitcoin, probably to US dollar or tether or whatever its base currency is. So here, let's see if we got any profit. So it's losing money right now. Again, this is just basically showing you the basics, how to use this. So I guess Bitcoin must be falling. Uh, Actually, some questionable things going on there. But anyways, there's that. That's the trade performance, which is obviously not good. When the markets are good, that's when you run it. Another thing we can take a look at here is the log itself for the output. So I believe, there you go. Okay. So again, you can see this is the output. So it's trading, save 3 trades, long stop loss. So it's applying a stop loss, all in Python. Okay. And again, if you're needing to see an example and you're part of my membership, this is an example of mean reverting. Okay. You can modify it further using AI. So that's pretty well it. Let me just make sure I read the text file. So this is what it's doing in detail. So it's an implementation, Bitcoin mean reversion scalping. A lot of people do scalping. And as I said, it can be pretty well deployed for anything. Personally, I just focus on the CME. If that's where you want to run it. Includes the implementation, obviously. There's going to be some configuration options, uh, how to set up and run the bot. There's an example usage I'm just going to go over. And you structure the code where it's easy to use, clear comments, and has documentation. Implementation will follow the state machine design described in the requirements that I provided, and it came up with all these neat things. So as I said, it's using connecting to CCXT, a crypto exchange, or any crypto exchange that CCXT supports, which is again a Python package popular for crypto traders. Uh, has a range based upon the open, high, low, close data. It will do bracket orders, buy and sell limit, manage stop losses, which is pretty rare, track and record trades, monitor performance, and off it goes to right. So this is again a mean reverting strategy, scalping that implements the strategy described. Uh, when I fed it, the bot focuses on a 4 to 8 minute time horizon, places market orders, and manages positions using a state machine approach. Um, so we need to make sure we have all the necessary uh, packages that I've also included CCXT. This is generally how you run it in your command prompt or terminal. And as it says, you got to run starting with the test mode on, and don't trade this with live money until you're comfortable with it. So there's some other parameters you can change, but it's pretty impressive to be able to do this. And then I said I can make it more sophisticated with a front end with some of the dashboards, what I've shown in prior videos, and just have it trade only on the CME or through interactive brokers, targeting CME futures and options if I want. Okay, that's pretty well it. If you're new to all this or new to me, and you want to follow along, best place to go is my website, quantlabsnet.com. In there, you can join the Learn tab and just get yourself a free C++ HFT ebook, how the trading firms are built using just C++, and fill your name and email, all that. I don't release all anyone's info. Just so you know, there's been requests now to just stay in Python. I think people are not quite equipped with C++, and it is a harder build for me to complete these projects. So for now, I'm going to keep everything, a lot of this in Python. But I do have capabilities to generate with C++, C++ only, or C++ with whatever front end I want. And hopefully some surprises for you down the line with some very slick charting packages, which you can get uh, every month for where you pay X amount of dollars for. But they're really worth it. And in my mind, they're the fastest and the most stunning looking charts out there that I've seen. Hopefully that'll come soon. Other than that, thanks, and thanks for watching. Have a good day.